Welcome to the bold analysis. I have seen the Jamhuri Day celebrations in Nairobi, Uhuru Gardens, and I will go back there. But first, I want us to go to Mount Kenya, and specifically we are going to look at two counties. This is Embu and Nyandarua. One of my best governors, that was Irungu Kang'ata, I understand did not hold. There was no Jamhuri celebrations in Murang'a. And I want to say that is one of my very best performing governors is Irungu Kang'ata. Someone, I think the counties should go to, I should one day get time to sit down with Irungu Kang'ata and ask him why he's getting money to run such beautiful projects that my governor in Siaya and my other governors are not doing. I'm yet to see anything from Nyeri, Laikipia, Kirinyaga, and other counties. This year's Jamhuri Day celebration was themed around trade fair, job creation, and this and that. In amongst those other counties, but I understand even in my county in Siaya, because I tried inquiring back in my county in Siaya, less was seen, and the people continued with their businesses. People went on with their businesses as usual. So not much was reported. Embu and Nyandarua counties, the videos are very. The videos from these two areas is what the intelligence need to share with the president, even as you discredit whatever happened in Nairobi. Nyandarua County, I want you to keenly examine this video.
Tutulie kusema nawaomba tutulie, tusikize hotuba ya Mheshimiwa Rais kwa taifa. Gavana wetu Moses Kiarie, Deputy Governor Tutulie kusema nawaomba tutulie, tusikize hotuba ya Mheshimiwa Rais kwa taifa. Gavana wetu Moses Kiarie, Deputy Governor
Now in Nyandarua County, County Commissioner was trying to read the president's speech. And I'm one person that still asks why we still have that traditional, why county commissioners must still always read the president's speech during these celebrations. I think, if you ask me, that is backward. Eh? That is not, it is not something that first is needed. But then, instead here, the county commissioner wanted to read that speech. But I may have a question. Yes, the county commissioner represents the president. President's Jamhuri Day speech, why is it not being read by the governor? Probably these people really need to think about it. Number two, in Nyandarua, people turned out, some small number. So they wanted to listen to anything and everything, but not what the president is saying in that speech. This is very similar to what happened some 3 weeks ago in Murang'a. when a speaker, the Kirinyaga, an MCA, tried to read a condolence message from Kithure Kindiki. And by that time, they said that that was choreographed by Rigathi Gachagua. That rejection was choreographed by the Rigathi Gachagua. Now in Nyandarua, the county commissioner, who is the official appointee and the eye of the president in the county, is the person who tried to read that speech, but he could not. And in fact, people heckled and started walking away. The walkout from that speech, to my end, it is a demonstration of frustration, demonstration of rejection, rejecting what is in that speech. I don't know whether they had wind of what was going to be in that speech. I really don't know. Because immediately they started reading it. But from that event, there's some few observations you can make. I am not seeing an attempt by the police to restore calm. To try to convince them that, guys, don't go. Let's just read the speech first, then we finish, you go. I'm not seeing that attempt. So you can make for yourself. Now, I want us to look at Embu. But before we look at Embu, let me remind you that we are on our way to achieve 100,000 subscribers. Now, as we talk, we are now at 95,000 subscribers. Now, we are 5,000 subscribers shy of that gate. Now 5,000. Na tunataka tufikishe 100,000 by December. So kindly subscribe. Subscription is absolutely free. It doesn't cost you anything when you subscribe. Nothing, no money is going to be deducted from your account. So, but when you subscribe, you'll be able to receive our notifications. Now, I want us to go to Embu. This video in Embu is an amateur video that was taken by someone.
Watu wako kazi bwana, watu wako kazi. Mshida huku mkituambia tukuje ati Jamhuri. Jamhuri gani? Serikali mlishindwa na kufanya kazi. Nataka kukuja mtuambie nini? Hakuna, kitaki sherehe. Kwanza fanyeni kazi bwana. Watu hayuko. Watu wamengavi, watu wako kazi. Watu wako kazi. Hii serikali ni ya kunyanyasa bwana. Huku hakuna watu. Ni polisi peke yake, acha wajientertain. Wakae huko peke yao. Wakae kabisa. Serikali yao ikae huko. Watu wako kazi, watu wako kazi. Hakuna.
From this, the police are the ones in the stadium. Embu County is Gema East. A narrative have been said for so long that it is Gema East that is in government, and this side of Kikuyu is in opposition, or rather standing with Rigathi. But because Kithure Kindiki come from that other side of Gema, of Kikuyu East, probably they're in government. It is in this Embu County that the president was heckled, booed, just last month when they attended an event with Rigathi Gachagua and the former president Uhuru Kenyatta. Watu wajaenda, people have gone on, just continue their jobs as usual, and they're clearly sending a message. They don't mind about that event. And remember, it was a holiday. So clearly, there is a message from Embu that these people who are truthful to the president should be able to tell him, Mr. President, this is what it is. Now, I wish you can also show us more of these videos from other counties. I want to see what happened in Mombasa. I want to see some specific counties I'm a bit more interested with, and I'll tell you why. If I see my county of Siaya, I know we are yet to get. I want to see Mombasa County. Specifically, I'm so keen on Mombasa County. I will also be interested to look at which other county. This is Embu County, and I'll tell you why. Mombasa, Embu, Kakamega County, I'll be a bit more interested, and Uasin Gishu County. So we want to see others, and if you allow me to add another county in that list is Vihiga County. Yes, Vihiga County. I would really want to see what happened in the rest of the country. The more I will collect, so you can send it my WhatsApp, you can post here, so that when we see, we'll be able to show the country, really make a very informed opinion on what exactly this is. Now, as that was happening in those other neighboring counties, the president was in Nairobi here, telling off those he believes critics that are running smear narratives against the president. I would want to listen to this because there is something I think we need to make on this.
Jamhuri Day is also a moment for Kenyans to expose the fake news aimed at discrediting our ambition, sabotaging our hope, and seeking to dampen our resolve. I have no doubt that the National Economic Transformation Agenda will succeed and deliver for the people of Kenya. When we say that the cost of basic commodities has come down, it is a fact. When we say that inflation has come down, it is a fact. When we say that our farmers are producing more and better, it is a fact. When we say that Kenyans who have registered for Taifa Care are receiving better services than before, it is a fact. We encourage everyone, including our critics, to engage on the basis of facts and the truth. If some of us persist in the culture of reckless negativity, for how long will cynics mobilize Kenyans to deny facts that they can feel, that they can touch, and they can see? What will they say in a few weeks' time when we begin to give keys to new homeowners of our affordable housing units? What will they say at the thousands of plumbers, electricians, teachers, health workers, building and construction workers, digital workers, and many more who are already at work, including the 300 young men and women who yesterday were flagged off by my deputy to go and work abroad, joining thousands who are already abroad?
Now, it is indeed true. If of course the president saying it's true that they have some great achievements they've made, they're saying they are importing, that we are no longer importing sugar. They're saying things on the praise of Unga, on a couple of things they have achieved. I don't know why the state is feeling irritated that they are being questioned. Because it is not only Kenya Kwanza that is questioned. Since independence, every government is normally criticized. Even Uhuru Kenyatta was criticized for the 10 years. Uhuru Kenyatta was asked those tough questions. And there is no way the president can evade questions from the public. So while it is true on all those accounts, yes, while it is a fact, and the president believes it is a fact, it is their responsibility to say what they think they have achieved. It is their responsibility. They have not employed anyone to praise or rather to magnify what they did. And while it is true on what they think they have achieved, it is also true that Kenyans are worried about what happened in this country in terms of human rights. And recently, when in Wajir, the president was confronted. People asked the president about MC, and I want to say how he dodged it.
Wapotea ama usipotee? Atapotea kabisa. So, mimi sitaki kusema kuzidi hapo. Ati? Ati? Ni nini hiyo? NTSA wamefanya nini? Oh, MCA. NTSA ni nani? Haya, mumeniambia hiyo maneno yote, mumeniambia nitafanya hiyo kazi vile mnataka. Kwa hivyo, otherwise, asanteni sana. Hapa tuko na viongozi wengi. Si huyu Jir atusalimie? Gavana wetu.
Now, these are the things, and these are the things that to me I think the president and the team need to work on, because the public is asking those questions. You cannot say that because you've done this and this, so you don't want to be questioned, because if you're questioned, then that person hates you. To my end, I think that is not a good standing. Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain to this. Those two videos from those two, the videos from those two counties are from Mount Kenya. And I've seen an attempt by the president to bring Uhuru Kenyatta, reach out to Uhuru Kenyatta, seen an attempt even to run stories that he wants to appoint some people from Mount Kenya back in cabinet, to the cabinet. And of course, there have been those attempts. But I think Ruto must reconcile with the truth that I think the masses, his disconnect with the masses is irredeemable. Wanjiku hostility is irredeemable. And in fact, so long as we will still engage, so long as we still believe on bringing person A in government, inclusivity, unity, so long as you still believe that when you have everyone and you bring everyone on board, then you are good with Wanjiku, you are not going to redeem your image with Wanjiku. I said, and I think one of us said here, the public is at a point where they may not have a problem that you've appointed so and so in government. There is instances where there are lists that have always emerged that probably people from two tribes, that workers from two tribes are dominant in government. And people have reconciled and people are like, oh, it's comfortable. We don't have a problem with that. The question here is about the system working. So your contact with Wanjiku was not a CS position for Mutahi Kagwe. Was not, the contact with Uhuru Kenyatta. That was not it. Your contact with the people is about service delivery. And so, Ruto hostility with Wanjiku, I think the intelligence will not be wrong to give them a report, to give the president a report, that the kwa ground, mambo ni moto kidogo. Now, I think the masses lack hope and trust in a better future. Why am I saying? Why are they walking away when the speech is being read? They're preempting what is in that speech. They're throwing their hands in the air, dismissing that speech because they believe that there is nothing new coming from it. And what has caused it? What has caused it is that issue of the lying tongue. I'm telling you, when the clergy is saying the culture of lies, I listened to some Luo stations, how they were interpreting the Catholic bishop's speeches. They were translating the Luo. And they said, the clergy are saying, I wish I can say it in Doluo. Ni tabia mariaso, to say, marbedo jamriambo. To say, I saw that translation and I was like, oh, this edited this news. What did this person really want to achieve? They did that translation and you can make a challenge. Can you get to listen on how your vernacular station translated the Catholic bishop's speeches? You understand what I'm saying? They really try to do direct translation. They didn't use the corporate language of, William Ruto's dishonesty or the President Ruto's failure to meet his pledges. No, they didn't use that. They said a lying tongue. And that has gotten to Wanjiku. It got into Wanjiku that we're dealing with a lying tongue. And lastly, the president must also see that UDA Mount Kenya team are not doing much. They're not doing much to salvage his image in that region. Thank you.